faith and resilience. Dig your way out of it. Listen to me. There are moments in life when you find yourself standing at the edge of a breaking point. You've prayed, you've cried, you've struggled, and still you feel stuck. But let me tell you something. Faith and resilience are your way out. You don't wait for deliverance. You work it, you walk it, you do your way out of it. Faith is not just something you talk about. It's something you live. It's the fire that refuses to go out, the anchor that holds you when the storm rages. Resilience is the muscle of faith. It is faith in motion. It is the relentless push forward when everything in you wants to quit. You don't wait to be pulled out. You dig your way out, step by step, fight by fight, prayer by prayer. Faith in the face of trials. Faith is easy when everything is going well. It's easy to shout when the bills are paid, the doors are open, and the favor is flowing. But what about when you are scraping rock bottom? What about when every door you knock on stays closed? That's where real faith is tested. The kind of faith that moves mountains isn't the kind that sits still and waits. It's the kind that keeps going even when there is no evidence that the mountain is moving. You must believe when there is no reason to believe. You must stand when everything in you wants to collapse. You must declare, I will not be defeated. I will not back down. I will rise again. Resilience, the power to endure. Resilience is faith with work boots on. It is the ability to take a hit and still move forward. It is understanding that failure is not final, that setbacks are setups for comebacks. Resilience means you get back up one more time than you fall. It means you don't let life's blows define you, you let them refine you. Some people have faith, but they don't have resilience. They believe until things get hard and then they fold. But the true test of faith is endurance. Can you keep believing when nothing changes? Can you keep pressing forward when the enemy whispers that it's over? Let me tell you, resilience is a decision. It's waking up every morning and choosing to fight again. It's staring opposition in the face and saying, I'm still here, doing your way out of it. Faith is not passive. You can't sit in the pit and hope to be lifted. No, you've got to start digging your way out. When Joseph was thrown into a pit, he didn't stay there. When Daniel was in the lion's den, he didn't lose hope. When Paul and Silas were locked in prison, they praised their way out. The doors didn't open because they sat in despair. The doors opened because they activated their faith. You don't pray for an escape. You work for it. You believe, and then you move, you push, you stretch. You take what little you have and start building. Faith that builds, faith that endures. Faith is not just believing. It is acting on what you believe. Faith without works is dead. You don't wait for the opportunity, you create it. You don't wait for the breakthrough, you work toward it. Resilience is what keeps you building when the walls won't stand. It's what keeps you running when you don't have the strength to walk. Think of Noah. Noah didn't wait for a sign. He built the ark before the rain came. That's resilience. That's faith. He didn't listen to the voices of doubt. He didn't stop when the work got hard. He kept moving because he knew God had spoken. What are you waiting for? Are you waiting for perfect conditions? Are you waiting for people to approve? Are you waiting for life to get easier? Let me tell you something. You will wait forever. The time to act is now. The time to move is now. The breakthrough comes in the doing. Your miracle is in your movement. Your breakthrough is in your doing. The walls of Jericho didn't fall because they stared at them. They fell because they marched. Stop asking why me and start declaring, this is my season. Stop waiting for someone to pull you out and start digging your way out. Stop hoping for a better future and start building it. Faith and resilience are the keys. They are what separate those who dream from those who achieve. They are what take you from where you are to where you're destined to be. Now, rise up. Shake off the doubt. Walk by faith, work by faith, move by faith, and don't stop until you've broken through. This is just the foundation. I can expand this into the full 200 words with more biblical examples, real-life testimonies, and practical applications. Let me know how detailed you want each section. Action over excuses. Did your way out of it. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop waiting for someone to rescue you. Stop waiting for the right conditions to line up in your favor. If you want to move forward, if you want to change your life, if you want to step into your purpose, you must take action over excuses. Excuses are the chains that keep people bound to mediocrity. Excuses are the walls that block destiny. You were not created to sit on the sidelines of life, watching opportunity pass you by because you were waiting for a more convenient time. There is no convenient time. There is no perfect situation. The only time you have is now. The trap of excuses. Excuses will always be available, but opportunities won't. People make excuses because it's easier to justify where they are than to push toward where they need to be. But excuses do not produce progress. Excuses do not break chains. Excuses do not open doors. Excuses keep you in bondage. You say, I don't have enough resources. Work with what you have. You say, I don't have the right connections. Use what's in your hands. You say, I'm not ready. Start anyway. Faith requires movement. You don't need to see the whole staircase to take the first step. You don't need to have it all figured out before you begin. You just need to start doing your way out. If you are going to step into your calling, if you are going to walk in destiny, if you are going to experience breakthrough, you must do your way out of it. You don't sit and wish your way out. You don't complain your way out. You don't talk about what you could have done. You do it. Look at the people who succeeded despite the odds. They didn't wait for the perfect conditions. They moved forward in the middle of their storm. They didn't allow fear to paralyze them. They pushed forward when it was uncomfortable. They refused to let excuses define them. Excuses or results? You can have both. You can either have excuses or you can have results, but you cannot have both. The ones who make an impact are the ones who take action when others hesitate. The ones who see breakthroughs are the ones who move forward despite obstacles. If you want results, you have to be willing to push past the reasons why it won't work. You have to challenge yourself to get up and move even when you don't feel like it, because let me tell you something. Waiting won't change your situation, but working will. Action unlocks doors. Doors don't open to the idle. Doors don't open to those who complain. Doors don't open to those who keep making excuses. Doors open to those who knock. Doors open to those who move. Doors open to those who refuse to quit. You say you want a breakthrough? Then start breaking through. You say you want change? Then start changing. You say you want a new season? Then plant the seeds now. The time is now. Stop saying you will do it tomorrow. Tomorrow is not promised. Stop saying you will start when the conditions are right. The conditions will never be perfect. Stop saying you will move when you feel ready. Readiness comes through action. Now is your time. Now is your moment. Now is the season to stop making excuses and start making progress. Do your way out. This is the foundation of the message. I can expand this to 200 words by incorporating more stories, practical applications, and biblical references. Let me know how detailed you'd like each section.